We're doing Autumn Red Lips, again, a bit like the Selena Gomez look when I did a couple of weeks ago. That was more kind of, we were looking at the lips side of things. So I can't see who's on, just where the TikTok light is. But it was just to say, I know I'm a few minutes early, but it'll be about an hour and a half tonight. So do let me know when you're on because I can't see. But I'm going to do my skincare with you. Um, just going to get a couple of things ready here. We are going to be looking again at the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette. I think anything with red lipstick, the one I'm going to be using is the DJS Beauty. This is what it looks like. And it is their, it's scarlet. It's like a lip. I'll just show you what it looks like. I can't see who's on, so do say hello when you're on. That's kind of what it looks like. So we're going to be using that today. So we're going to be doing kind of like an autumn look. Still want to kind of have the glowy skin look, but not as kind of glowy as we were in summer, basically. So I'm going to pop that there. I rearranged my room today, so everything's a little bit better. And again, this is the eyeshadow palette we're going to be looking at. Again, it's the Teddy Bear Too Faced palette. And there is a mirror, but I won't blind you guys. And that's what it looks like there. So we're going to, again, kind of a nice neutral kind of bronze look, nice for spring or autumn, and the red lips, so nothing takes over each other. So let's start off with the skincare. Hopefully you guys are getting notifications now. I know a couple of you weren't before, but hopefully now everything's okay. But do let me know, say hello when you're on. I do appreciate I'm a little bit early. So I'm just going to get my cleansing wipes here. I finally got my room to where I want it, so we're just going to go ahead with this. This TikTok light is driving me mad. It took me about 4 hours to charge it, and then hopefully it'll stay on for when we need it to. Okay. So these are just the Superdrug biodegradable cleansing wipes. I don't always use cleansing wipes. I wouldn't recommend them constantly, but it's sometimes good in support work or, you know, in daily life if you're busy. I did cleanse my face this morning in the shower with them, an actual cleanser, hyaluronic acid cleanser. So I'm just going to put this around. And then we go for the moisturizer and the serums. The eye cream today is going to be the Inky List Caffeine Eye Cream. I'm almost out of it, but I wanted to show you guys. It's going to be in my empties, I think. Let me just check on the settings for the comments. Okay, so that's just, I have cleansed my face today already. So we're just I'm going to show you the eye cream first. So this is it. It's the caffeine eye cream from the Inky List. That's what it looks like. It's really affordable too, so it's not going to break the bank. I think you get like 10 mils, but it is caffeine. It's going to really kind of brighten up the under eye as well. Great for kind of putting on in the morning. So we're going to do that now. My Samsung watch isn't charged, so hi Unique Vishal, how are you? Thank you for joining. So this is a makeup tutorial that was requested by my subscribers. So this is it, guys. This is the caffeine eye cream. You can get it on Cult Beauty or Amazon. I think you can get it in Sephora, and it just goes under the eyes just to wake them up a little bit. There we go. Just getting, and you can kind of see, I know it looks like I'm being a little bit rough, but actually I'm being really soft, gentle on the eyes. And I'm just really letting that sink in. I have got another one from the vitamin E range, but I haven't opened it yet. Colvo90, are you British? No, I'm Irish. I'm from Ireland. This is the vitamin E one. I haven't opened it yet. It's an eye cream. It's the Nourishing Eye Cream from Superdrug. Hi, Zcan. This is the caffeine one. So basically, I'm just out of this, and I had got a repurchase. It hasn't been opened yet. I don't play Roblox, no. So what we're going to do, thank you for joining though, guys. This is a makeup tutorial, so it's makeup channel, just so you know. So this is the Inky List again. I'm going to go on the other side. I think it's only about 10 mils. I'm good, thank you, Unique Vishal. How are you? I'm just going to pop that on underneath. Really kind of let that set into the skin. Anything with caffeine under the eyes is really, really good. So we're just going to rub that in either side. And then we're going to go in with our serum. It's more like a gel moisturizer, I would say. Hi Dexter, how are you? Um, this is the Plum Extract Nourishing Gel Moisturizer from Superdrug. I'm just going to keep going in under there just to make sure that it's soaked in completely. Okay, so we're just starting off with our skincare, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that back. I finally got a chance to do my room today, my bedroom. So I've got these little compartments, everything's going in. Beautiful, gorgeous. So thank you. And we're just finished with that. So that's there. We're going to go in with the Vitamin E facial serum. This is the from Superdrug. That's what it looks like, and it's just nourishing vitamin E. So I hope everyone's well. Everyone's weekend has been good. Because I'm a support worker, my days off are like a Monday. So for me, it's very different to most people. I know most of you are probably going to school and work tomorrow, whereas I work the weekends. If you're just new to this, I work as a support worker outside of YouTube for autistic and Down syndrome young adults. So I work with them. So my days can be kind of either night shifts or days. And so tomorrow is my day off. But do let me know, guys, if this is your first time here or if you've subscribed to the channel for a while. It's always nice to come on live and chat to you guys as well as doing the longer form content. So this is, you can see my face is getting a little bit more red because we are putting on a lot of moisture. That's a serum, so it's not an SPF in any way. That's just the Moisture Boost serum. I'm going to pop that back. But do let me know how you've all been. Now we're going to go in with that vitamin C detox, it's called. But I hope you're all well. It smells like oranges. So if you don't like this orange smell, it's a huge orange smell of it. But it doesn't, it is strong when you put it on first, but it doesn't kind of stay very long. So I'm just going to get that all around the face. I probably should have tied my hair up. You can see it just makes kind of gives like the gives your skin that nourishment that it needs. Okay. So we're kind of getting the base of our skin down, basically the skincare. The last thing I'm going to do is go in with this. This is the L'Oreal Triple Active, and it is a Triple Protect Normal to Combination Day Moisturizer. So we're going to pop that on, and that's going to be all the skincare done. But I've been requested to do these lives since about February. So I've always been on YouTube for quite a while now doing my makeup tutorials. And it's since February I've been requested by subscribers would I go live to chat and things like that. And it's been really interesting. So definitely take a look at the, I'm doing really well with this too. Take a look at the channel if you haven't before. I do makeup tutorials. I do a little bit of mental health videos as well when I've been requested to. And that's been good to do and talk to you guys about. So definitely take a look at the channel and see if you like what you see. So this is going to be the last cream we put on, guys. Again, where my lights are, I can't see who's on. So definitely let me know when you're on. I can't see where it attaches. It kind of covers the who's on. Okay. So I'm just going to always let your moisturizer just set into your skin. Don't rush into anything. At least for 30 to 60 seconds. So guys, I'm going to take some water. But my room is definitely looking a bit more organized. The house is getting a bit more organized. If you're a long-time follower, you'll know that I've just moved house. So that's kind of been taking up a lot of my time getting everything sorted. I'm just kind of putting stuff back here while I chat to you. I will check intermittently. I'll check the messages because I know sometimes we have issues with comments that they can't come through. So I will check the settings kind of. Sorry, now guys, you see what I mean? I've been missing all those comments. There's something on my. Okay, I can see you all now, guys. Sorry, I didn't know what. So now I've got them. Okay, so this is what I mean. I can see if I don't go into settings and refresh for some reason, it doesn't show me. So I can see now. So, okay. Alik Karim, how are you? Dexter, baby, your bedroom. Okay. Pink Unicorn, love your dress. Thank you. It's a top I got from Next in the UK. Which products, Dexter, which products do you use for hair? I don't really use too much for hair. I use like a straightening serum, Aussie straightening serum. Um, Unique, pretty cute smile. Thank you. So I'm kind of catching up. I think what I'm going to have to do periodically throughout the video is just check those, keep refreshing the settings. I don't know why, but it doesn't let me see sometimes who's commented. So I'll keep doing that. So because we're going into more of an autumn look, what I'm going to do is we're going to go into the It Cosmetics today. And we're going to be going in with the CC Nude Glow. It's medium coverage. It's still a skin tint, but it's SPF 40. So that's really good. The higher the SPF, the better. So before that, we're just going to go in with a primer. But that's what we're going to be using as our foundation base today. This is It Cosmetics, Your Skin But Better CC Nude Glow. But I will refresh those comments. I don't know why that's been happening, guys. Like, at least every single live, just for like 10 minutes, it stops me seeing what you guys are saying. I'm just checking settings now. Okay, but I can see what you guys are saying now, so that's good. So let's put on the primer. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. I'm doing really good with that as well. Okay. But do let me know what you guys are up to as well. And again, I will keep refreshing the feed for the messages. So I'm definitely getting through this, guys. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I wanted something a bit heavier because we are going in with like an autumn medium coverage makeup. So we want a primer that's really going to keep the foundation on our skin throughout the day. So I'm really just putting, it's like a moisturizer. And we're just going to bring that around. Take our time kind of rubbing that in. And again, I'm going to leave that for 30 seconds before I go in with like the skin tint or foundation, just to give it to set to the skin. And, I'm going to have some water, and then I'm going to check those settings again, because actually I was right. I couldn't see what you guys were saying. And then once I refreshed it, so the last thing I can see is Dexter saying, which products do you use for hair? That was the last thing I saw. I'm just going to, I think I have it here actually. It's just this Aussie hair serum, and then I basically just either straighten or curl my hair. It's just a reconstructing hair oil, and then I will blow dry my hair after that. So I'll pop that here. I'm going to take some water, and now I can see pretty cute smile from Unique Vishal. Okay, but if you're interested in makeup or anything like that, guys, or you just want to have a look at the channel, absolutely do. So we've popped that on now. I'm going to just put it away. Now I've got two of these. I didn't get them at the same time, but one of them is too dark, so I'll just show you. They weren't bought at the same time. And what you can do is, and I think I've told people this before, so if you go into a store and there's a tester of a foundation that you want and you're not sure what your actual color is, what you can do is test it on the jawline, and then whatever fits into the neck really seamlessly is your color. If there's something that just isn't, kind of, it looks too dark or looks too pale, that's not your color. So that's what we're going to do with both of these. So one is in light, one is in fair light, and we're going to put them both just at the corner of our jawline, and whichever one blends really, really seamlessly, that's the color that I should use. So we're going to go in. This is what the packaging looks like. It's It Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. It has a pump as well, so you don't get... Hi, Kazwar, how are you? I'm not on very long, just on my skincare. Has a pump, so you definitely don't, lose any product. So I'm going to go really... So all we're doing is this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do is use this. We're testing here, guys, to see which is the right color. Now already I think this is not going to be the color for me. I think the other one's going to be good, only because there's a clear skin difference in the color. So this is the other one. We're going to pop that on as well, warm that up on the hand. Okay, I think this is going to be, yes, I think this is going to be ours. And so this is what I'm going to do right beside it. Right beside that one, we are going to put that down. So there's the two. So as they go into the skin, I can see that I've lost kind of the tan that I got over the summer. So we're going to actually change the foundation we were going to use and go in with, still going to be an SPF. We're going to go in with NYX, because I do think both of those colors aren't going to sit very well. So what we're going to do is go in with the NYX glaze, and this is the soft glow skin tint in vanilla bean butter. So this one we used on my last live and we know it works. So basically all that means, guys, is that the kind of color I was over the summer, I've gotten a bit pale. Both of these, even though they say light and fair light, they aren't my shade. So we are going to go in with the NYX instead. Okay. I'm good, thank you, Kazwar. Quiet weekend for me. How has your weekend been? Are you in school or work? Again, I can't see who's on, guys. Sorry, the way where the TikTok light is. So this is what it's like. They come in 10 shades, guys. So those two we could clearly see, guys, were not my color. Now what you can do is if you're saying, okay, that must be a waste of money and that kind of thing. I've had those for quite a while, but what you can do is there are products you can get online that either lighten or darken a foundation. So all you do is you put a drop in that, it wants it to lighten, and then you can still use that product. So I will do that towards, throughout the year so I don't waste the product. But for now, we're going to go in with NYX, and this is their buttermelt glaze in vanilla bean butter, and it has an SPF of 30. So that's what that looks like, and I think that's going to be better. But yeah, my weekend has been trying to catch up on sleep, and as if you know, I've moved house and things like that, so trying to get things sorted and work. I still work over the weekends, so it's a little bit chaotic. But as you can see, guys, this is definitely more my color, and there is an SPF of 30, and it's not a full foundation. So if you're somebody who says I don't want a full foundation, this is just a skin tint, so it's not going to be too much for you. I'm going in with 2 pumps. But I really do appreciate you guys watching these lives. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm waiting for I've been sent NYX, is it called the smushy lip glosses? I've been sent 5, and they are going to be here, I think, in the next 2 days. So that's going to be the next longer form content. I'm going to do a video on those. So we're going to just use my Real Techniques foundation brush. So I'm waiting for those to be to come in the post, basically. Real Techniques foundation brush, which is here somewhere. I know I put it somewhere. I always put something somewhere safe, and then we might just use this one. This is like a clean flat foundation brush that I've washed, so we'll use that one. And all we're going to do is just buff that around the skin, and if we need to go in again with more, we will, but I don't think we'll need to. It's just a skin tint. You can see it's not changing the color of my skin, but it is kind of color correcting everything. It's balancing out the skin, which is what we want. Now tonight I think I'll be on for maybe an hour and a half. I still have stuff to do, guys, even though it's like 7:15 UK time at night. I still have stuff that I need to do in the house. It's crazy. Okay, but let me know where you're from if this is your first time on. What I'm going to do now, guys, is go in, before I go in with any and I will check the comments again, because I know periodically they do stop, and I am going to actually contact YouTube about that. But before the concealer, I'm going to go in with Makeup by Mario. So this is a Sculpting Transforming Skin Enhancer. So we're going to use this, and I'll show you what it looks like. And while I'm doing that, why don't we just check the settings for comments. Okay, I'm just making sure everything is okay. It should be all good. It says welcome to live chat again. So sometimes, I don't know why, guys, if you're a long-term follower of mine, you know sometimes we get that issue. So all this is, guys, is a skin enhancer. So you put it around the skin. I am going to put on concealer, but I want this just to kind of give the skin a little bit of life before I go in with any concealer. And it's just Makeup by Mario, and it's the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. We can still use the same brush, so all I'm going to do is brush that around the skin like that, and it just gives a glow, guys. Rimmel Flawless Filters, you could use that as well. And we might use that on top of it. Actually, I've got it here to hand just to show you. If you say I don't want Makeup by Mario, my budget is a little bit not quite there, I'll just show you something I've got here. So this is it here. This is the Rimmel, the Multitasker, and it's better than filters. And Rimmel are really good for I'll show you how we can put that on too. Now I do think I got too fair a color in this. I should have got medium, but I'll just show you. So this is what it looks like. So basically you can use, it's multi-purpose basically. So it's a primer, a highlighter, a glow booster, and a base. So we're going to use it as a highlighter today. So we're just going to pop that around. You can see, guys, it is going to blend in. I know it looks really bright right now, but it will blend into the skin once we use our brush. So I'm just going to hold that skin back. So again, this is a good kind of alternative if you don't want to pay out for Makeup by Mario. Now I have to say, some people say Makeup by Mario is high end. I think it's in between. That Sculpting Skin Enhancer cost me £15. So that was on a deal though. So I think usually it is. And you can see it's given me that kind of highlight that I wanted. So you can see it's just given us, if I turn, it's given us that little bit of highlight. So we're going to just leave that there. We don't need any more. It's super quiet here tonight, guys, but I guess it's Sunday. Monday lives seem to be super, super busy, but gosh, is it quiet tonight? I don't mind though. It's, you know, you guys can always look back and press hashtag replay. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my NARS, and this is Creme Brulee. This was a tester I got in a kind of a pack of NARS products, and this is Creme Brulee. And I think I need to use it up because it is a tester, and I don't think it will take me too long. You get a little dofer with it, and we're just going to go very gently just under the eye and then in the T-zone, and then that's what we're going to use with that. Just the T-zone here. And we're going to blend that again with our fingers first, because under the eye you just want to be super careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a really small kind of sponge, and all I'm going to do is be really gentle, because all the concealer is going to do is kind of increase the lighten the color under my eyes, take away any dark circles, and it's just going to make me look more awake basically. But definitely, guys, don't be scared to kind of comment or like the video or the live. Take a look at the channel if it's something you'd like. I do makeup live videos every 3 times a week, Sunday, Monday and Wednesdays, 7 UK time, and then I do upload videos every week as well, longer form content. So you can see all it's doing, guys, is kind of just lightening the skin a bit under the eyes, and I want it. And as well, if you've got places that are red, use concealer or color corrector for that. Red, it takes away redness, it counteracts any redness you have. Okay, so now what we're going to do, just fix this one up here, and then we're going to set everything. But I hope everyone's well and they've had a really, really good weekend. Okay. Again, I'm just going to keep on periodically checking the settings. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just set what we've done. Set the base, basically, is what it's called. We're setting our base, and the base is kind of your primer, your foundation, and your concealer. So that's what we're going to do. And we've also obviously used our Makeup by Mario Skin Sculpting Enhancer as well. So what we're going to do is just get the collections, and this is very new to me, guys. This is really new. This is the Collections Mattifying Powder, but it's got an SPF 20. It does smell like soap, I will say that. Kaya, hi, how are you? It was getting super quiet in here. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to be on 7 o'clock now. I think it just suits everyone, doesn't it? It suits me too, because I get the kind of, we all get to get off a bit earlier, but also it's great to kind of, we all get to catch up a bit earlier too. It's great you're back. How was your sleepover? Tell me, how was that? Oh my God, I'm excited to hear about that. Haven't done much yet, Kaya, just kind of the skin and some foundation, just kind of setting things now. Hi, Adriana. How are you? Oh, thank you. My lives are back now, so, and my longer form content is up. I've got a contour and highlight video that's on my longer form content as well. But today we're going to go in with the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette again, and I wanted to talk about a company, guys, that I discovered on Facebook. They're called DJS Beauty. Oh, what was her name? Which I got a lipstick from them, a lip stain. So this is what you might recognize the logo, DJS Beauty in Scarlet. It's gorgeous. So I'm not going to do a huge eye look. We're going to go in like a nice neutral brown, bronzy, but we're going to look at this. It's really bright. It's lovely. But if you know of them, DJS Beauty, and they're in America. So yeah, I found them on Facebook. They just came up as this girl was doing a live And so I just looked at the live. That's good that you're good. The school sleepover was good. Oh, that's great. Did you get to play a lot of games? So I know, guys, people say, look at this sometimes and they say that is so white, but it's translucent, which means it's not going to take any color away. So we're going to just get our powder brush. I've tidied my room up today, guys. But how have you all been? How was your weekend? I'm studying for my theory test, guys. This will be the second time because I was so ill. I say this is the second time because my theory test for my driving, basically, because I was quite ill. I've been quite ill for a long time now. I still am quite ill, but I'm just going to do the theory side, which is like the test, the paper test before you do the practical. I probably will be driving for quite a while, but I want to get the theory done because it lasts for 3 years. So say I feel a lot better towards, say, next year, I can maybe do the practical. So that's my hope, get a bit more independence with driving and things like that. So as you can see, I am going to buff that in a little bit more, but it sets everything really, really nice. Hopefully I'm going to go to Ireland in October. I spoke to Mum today and she said, I'm going to come to you for Christmas, but like that's a long way away. Like I don't want to not see you until then. So I'm going to just apply for some time off in work and go to Ireland in October. Just fly over and see her. From England to Ireland, it's like once you're on the flight, it's about an hour max on the plane, and then you're, so it's not too far away. It's like an hour. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that. But yeah, great. I'm glad it was good, Kaya. And Adriana, it's good to see you on the lives. It's amazing. Okay, so we've set the face. What we're going to do is go in with the Revolution Super Matte No Flashback, which means that if you're taking pictures with your friends or anything and under the eyes you've set, it's not, sometimes when you put your makeup on, if you look back, you can see there's definitely kind of some flashback, but this is really good. It's no flashback. It's from Revolution and it's their rose baking powder. It comes in banana and banana light, but this is the pink. This is what it looks like. I'm going to just pop it out. But Adriana, how are you? So this is what it looks like there. This is the first time, guys, I've straightened my hair in so long. I just knew I needed to do something with it. Because I have hair that's like in between curly and straight, it just never really, and it doesn't matter what I use or what kind of hair oil I use, if I leave it dry naturally and I don't use a hair dryer, it just looks like a scientist has just like exploded on my hair. So yeah, I know it's super straight and it looks unusual because I'm not usually got straight hair, but I just felt like it needs to look okay. I am checking the comments, guys, because before you guys came on, I was having a couple of issues with the comments. So I'm just checking everything's okay. All messages. Yeah, okay. Everything looks good. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys. And all we're going to do is pop it under the eyes. And you get a little kind of triangle puff with it. And that's what it looks like. I can't see who's on, guys. I can see the likes in the video, so thank you for that. But where my light is, I can't actually see how many people are on. So that's what it looks like. And all you do, it's the perfect shape for under the eyes, is you use this powder just to set the eyes and the T-zone. And you can see the difference, what it does there, guys. But do let me know how you've been. And we're going to go on the other side. You can see the difference. It just kind of brightens it and, it, color corrects everything. But my course in skincare is still so difficult. So I never got a chance to do, I think we were saying it in my other live, that in school, biology was like optional. And so I went for business studies, French and economics, and I didn't do biology. So I'm starting biology now for this skincare course. It's with QC Makeup Academy. No, is it? Yes, QC Makeup Academy. Nathan Johnson, he's the makeup artist who's doing it. He's doing the course. So there's a lot of people on that have done makeup artistry, but they've never done biology. And because it's the skin, you need to know so much about the skin. So yeah, it's really, really tough. A lot of study. A lot of study to do. So yeah. Okay. So I'm hoping you guys can comment okay. I feel like I'm talking a lot. I get that a lot, that I'm told I talk a lot. So I'm just checking that there's nothing wrong. I'll keep on checking just in case. Oh, I saw two more. Oh, there's more. There's more. Okay. Kaya, I can. Me too. Said, and you said hi. See, if I hadn't have refreshed that, it wouldn't have come up. How strange is that, Kaya? Let's go into all. Okay, so I can see you guys now. Perfect. Okay, so we kind of got the base all done now. We're going to go in with some bronzer. And the bronzer I'm going to go with. Do you? I only talk a lot, Kaya, with people. I guess on here with you guys, and then with people I know really, really well. But like with some people, if I get quite shy, and I'm not like this at all. So I guess it just depends on who I'm around. But yeah, I can talk a lot to people that I feel really comfortable with. But I guess that can be said for everybody. I guess if you're a person that feels comfortable with somebody, you're going to kind of naturally chat. But if you feel like you need to hold back or you just don't feel comfortable, then you're not really going to want to talk. So I guess it's the same. It's just human nature, I guess. So bronzer, let's have a look. I thought I was doing all this super good bronzer. Okay, yes, I've got it. We're going to go in with Alice in Wonderland from Wet n Wild. Tea, anyone? But yeah, not so much when I was in school. I wasn't like a huge talker in school. Because there were so many, I think in school there can be so many different personalities and it depends who you talk to in school. So this is it, Wet n Wild, Tea, anyone, Alice in Wonderland. You can see the little, this was there just when they did a whole kind of, they did blusher, lipstick, everything. I got the bronzer, but it's a really good size as well, a really big size. So yeah, I guess it just depends kind of what time of life you're at and who's in your circle, I guess, as well. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So you can swirl the brush in a lot, or you can just go into one. I'm going to swirl it because even though it's autumn, I still want to have that kind of shimmer look. So we're going to go in with that contour brush. Kaya, like if you meet me, I will be shy, but boom, now I'm talking a lot. Same here. You know, if I met somebody, I might be really reserved and hold back, but like all of us, you know, we do feel, don't we? Like we can just, which is really good. I really like that because it's like kind of an escape, isn't it? You've got some sort of somewhere you can be just yourself, which is really important, I think. So I'm just going to keep this right at the edge of the hairline, just so it looks natural. It is going to be buffed out with a bigger brush, so I know it looks strong in some points. But yeah, I understand, Kaya. I'm the same, particularly if it's somewhere new or somewhere I haven't been. Even if it's somebody I've known and I've seen a couple of times, depending on, I can be quite shy depending on who it is. So I know, guys, as you're seeing up there, it is much shinier, but the other part of that is because we've put in those highlighters as well. So I am going to get that bigger brush and then we're just going to buff everything out. Okay, so we're going to buff everything out. I don't have the window open because the last time I think everybody could hear the traffic and somebody said it sounded like downtown Chicago, which actually on reflection it did. So yeah, we're going to use the DJS Beauty Big Bertha, and it's just called the Big Bertha brush, but it's the biggest brush I have. It's almost the size of my face. So we're just going to blend this out and you'll see what I mean. It'll start to look a bit natural. I'm going to catch up on the comments. Kaya, like if you meet me, I will be shy, but boom, then I'm talking. Kaya, like I don't care if it's a girl or a boy, but I will talk a lot. Yeah, I think it's all about, thank you for the love hearts, guys. I think it's all about who it is, whether it's a girl or a guy. If you feel comfortable with them and you have like a little bit of a connection, you know, a little bit of a connection, or you're starting to get that, you feel really comfortable. But if you feel like, okay, we're not kind of in sync, or this isn't something I feel comfortable with, then you're going to refrain, aren't you? You're going to hold back. So that person's never actually going to know what you're really like in your character because you feel, actually, I think I'm not going to say too much. I think we've all been in those situations, haven't we? But yeah, so you can see, guys, it was super strong and then I just kind of buffed it out. So I'm the same as you, Kaya. Okay. Oh, I need a bigger desk here. Okay, I did have a lot more room in the other place, but I can't complain. Where I am now, I'm very close to everything, and so I can't complain. If you look at my posts, I went to Blenheim Palace yesterday, and it's a palace, and then all around the gardens. So I did take pictures that I put on my Instagram and I put on my post section here. So definitely take a look. It was really interesting. The weather was amazing for September. But yeah, Blenheim Palace in Oxford was amazing. Honestly, it was really, really good. So, okay. But yeah, I know what you mean. It always depends, I think, on who's around me at the time and if I feel comfortable. And also how they react, and their how they react to you is important, because then you know how to react to them. So it's about the feeling, or the vibes people give off, not the feeling. It's probably the vibes is the best way to say it. If someone's not giving you, or you're not feeling like a vibe, then you're going to hold back, I think. Definitely. 100% on that. Okay, so blush. I have taken out a Rimmel blush because in autumn, you could go with a super deep one, but because the lips are going to be so strong and the eyes are going to have that kind of caramel brown, I didn't want to go with a huge red blush. So this is called Wild Card, and it's the Maxi blush from Rimmel. And I'm just going to swatch it for you guys, and then I will just check the settings on the chat again, just in case something's happened. So that's that. So we're going to go really light, and we're going to do that. I probably should have tied my hair up today, but let's just check here. Okay, everything seems absolutely fine. Perfect. Okay, so you guys can. I'm just going to check, just because earlier on I refreshed it and so many comments came up right at the beginning. So obviously, I think it must be something to do with my videos. I might actually, I think I said earlier on, I might contact YouTube just to say this keeps happening. So, but no, I can see them now. But yeah, I think it just depends. Like you say, it's not just if it's a boy or a girl. It's about, the kind of the vibe they give off. So this is it. This is just the cheeks brush. It's not really a specific brand, but it's really done me really well. I actually won it in a giveaway from Chalky Kaz. Now she doesn't have a channel anymore, but she has an Instagram, and she does lots of like hauls and clothes and try-ons. But she gave away a whole makeup set years ago, and I entered the competition and I won it. But Kaya, yeah, like one of my girls in my class, is not my friend, but she also is. But anyways, I won't be like me to her because I am funny, or I will try to be. If she is here, I'll be chill. Yeah, you'll kind of not tone it down if she's there, but you'll certainly like hold back. I know what you mean. Yeah. So she's in your kind of, she's not in your group as such, but she's in like your classes, so you do see her. I get that. No, so you just absolutely, I get that. Um, And I think always, like, and I know this is, I do always buff things out, guys. So if you're looking at me for the first time saying, what is she doing? I do buff it out. I buff the blush and stuff out, so it's not going to look too crazy. But you know what I used to find really kind of nerve wracking? And it's like those moments before the teacher arrives. So everyone's sat down and everyone's talking, and the teacher hasn't arrived. So all around you, you have people chatting. And so I get that that's kind of an anxious, and the walk to this kind of classes, like I get all of that. I get how kind of nerve-wracking it can be. So I know it kind of gets a little bit calm when the teacher comes in, but it's all that kind of just before kind of things. You've got the popular people, then you've got the other people that just kind of try and stay a certain way through school. So yeah, absolutely, there's so many different groups, isn't there? But once you find someone, or else just be yourself, you'll find somebody that's just like you. Kaya, yes, she is the popular girl. Yes, well, I understand that. Yeah, I do get that. Um, so I toned that down a lot, guys. But you can see, if you wanted to go stronger, you absolutely could. But I just toned that down, only because I know the lips and the eyes are going to be a bit better. But I get that. It's always those moments, lunch times and kind of just before the teachers come in. It's all those atmospheres that kind of can make school really good, or it can give you a little bit of anxiety. So I totally get that. Absolutely. Um, okay, I'm just going to take some water. I don't think I ever wanted to be the popular girl. There was popular girls in my school, but I used to look at them and I used to think, I don't want to be that. I just want to be myself. And sometimes the popular people are overacting their own personality because maybe they have insecurities. Sometimes I wonder about that, because you can't be that way your whole life. You just be exhausted. Like in this constant state of kind of always having to be the best. That would really, over time and over years, as you come out of school and you go into university or college or jobs, that kind of way of thinking is going to exhaust you eventually. So I'd rather be myself and find people that, you know, I have connections with, because popular people go with what's in and what's a trend, but then they're not kind of people you can actually talk about in real things. So no, I understand. I do understand it. So we've got the blush on, we've got the bronzer on. I'm gonna go and get my, I've got it here, my e.l.f. Brow Wiz. Um, this is actually the Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pencil from e.l.f. And this is what it looks like. We're just gonna give it a bit of a shake because it says shake to activate. But I get that. I do understand it. Have you got any like Christmas concerts coming up, Kaya? Now that I know when I was in school, they would start practicing in like September and October for like concerts or choir or anything like that. They would always start practicing really early. But yeah, particularly if it was like plays or anything like that. But, so yeah, it's like a pencil, guys. Thank you for the love hearts. And it's a pen and you shake to activate it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so we're just going to start from the beginning here. And my arm is healing now. It was quite bad earlier, but it's healing, thankfully. So that's good. So you do have to work with this. That's what I will say. You do have to work and build up the color. I have a Revolution one, but I don't really like using it because it's so strong. Even when you go lightly, it's really, it was medium brown from Revolution. It was like a pencil, but it was just so strong. There's no, I just couldn't use it. It was just not for me. So as you can see, it just gave a little bit of definition. No, but I love Christmas. So do I. It's one of my favorite times. It's one of my absolute favorite times, Christmas. I don't know, like I watch Home Alone, get hot chocolates, the family are all around, the Christmas tree. Home Alone. I think the best Home Alones were Home Alone and Home Alone Lost in New York. Then I think they should have stopped. But then there was Home Alone 3 and Home Alone 4, and it wasn't even the same actor. It was a different actor. Yeah, I think they should have stopped at Home Alone 2 and then Lost in New York and then, or yeah, there's lots, or Elf. That's always going to be a favorite of mine. Elf. But yeah. Do you get a lot of time? Tassos is here. Hi. How are you? Kaya, do you get a lot of time off holiday wise for holiday? I remember when I was in school, I used to get like 2.5 weeks off. How are you, Tassos? How's work been? Um, I've just been trundling along, as they say in Ireland. Okay, so it just kind of looks natural. I don't want anything too intense. But I used to love the fact that when I was in school, we got at least 2.5 weeks off for Christmas, which was like we didn't come back till like the 3rd or 4th of January, and then the school would close, say, the 21st maybe of December. So yeah, it was a nice break. It was a nice break. I'm okay, Tassos, thank you. I was like, my mom was saying she was really worried about me, and we were talking, and the one thing I feel, even though I'm surrounded by people in work, because I'm starting to feel like just, I know this sounds strange, but like lonely. I know that sounds really odd. You're surrounded by people throughout the day, but I think I'm just lonely for home and lonely for family and, just longing for that. So I'm going out, I was saying earlier that instead of November, I'm going to go in October to see my mum. Um, and my family there basically. But it's just been a really strange time for me. Yeah, it's just been odd, just feeling. I know you're surrounded by people, you're looking after people, and you still feel lonely. It's a really weird thing. Um, oh, I was trying to not stop yawning there, although sorry guys. It's and I slept in. I've no excuse. I slept in today. I have absolutely no excuse. Okay. So what we're going to do now that we kind of have all the base stuff on is we're going to go in again with the teddy bear, and this is really cute teddy bear Too Faced palette, and again it does smell like chocolate. I've said that before. And this is what it looks like. We're still going to be sticking with those browns because this red is intense. So if I went on this side, it would be a little bit too much color story, but if I go here, it's kind of like a little bit better. You kind of have the nice kind of cool tones browns, then you've got the red lips. So it's kind of nice. And we haven't gone too heavy on the makeup really at all. Okay. Tassos, that's great. Kaya, you've been good. Jayesh Garg, will you be my girlfriend? Okay. Okay. Right. So I don't really know how to what to say to that one. So this one, guys, I've never cut my crease with. So Jayesh, this is like a makeup channel for tutorials. You're very welcome here. Thank you for joining. But okay. So this is it, guys. We're going to go in with the Jayesh. Okay, so this is just the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender. Okay, so we're going to go in with this one here. Tassos, I get what you mean. There's no one at work you vibe with. There's one girl, but she's just left. Her name was Amy, and she started about a year after I did, and we got on really, really well. And then she was buying a house, and then she met her girlfriend, and now they've moved in, but because it's so far away, she had to kind of get another job. So she's left about 6 or 7 weeks now. And we didn't meet each other outside of work. And I still have Sophie. Obviously, if you look at my post section, you'll see that I went to Blenheim Palace yesterday, and I put it in my Instagram. And on my post section here, we went to Blenheim Palace in Woodstock. It was beautiful. But it's like a loneliness I get, when you come home and you just feel a bit, when you're family. I think when you don't have the family and everybody else is talking in work about their family, and I've always been a very family orientated person. We were talking the night about, if we all of us ever had kids, we'd all be, I said I would, be the one downstairs wrapping the presents and then opening them up. And I guess it's just like the more that time goes on, you kind of just feel like you don't want to miss out on things, so it's just, yeah, so she's left basically. She was lovely. We just got on really, really well. And I do get on with people in work. It's just that we vibed a bit differently. Do you know what I mean? Like, I definitely get on with my colleagues, but we just kind of vibed a bit differently. We were able to chat to each other, kind of a bit more personal. So yeah, but I'm so happy for her. She's met someone. She's really happy, and they've moved in together, and they've got a dog. Like, it's really cute. Really, really cute. So I'm really, really happy for her. But you do naturally miss people when they go, but she was a really good person to talk to. Tassos, and they talk about Boxing Day and going to Waitrose. I get it, yeah. We don't have Boxing Day in Ireland. We call it St. Stephen's Day. We named it after a saint in Ireland. So Boxing Day, when I came over here for the first time, I used to say, what is Boxing Day? But it seems like it's just a day where like all of the things go on sale. Like you get like things like electronics, computers, laptops, all that kind of thing. They use it like as a sale day. So like lots of really popular clothes shops will open and they'll say Boxing Day sale. And so really high end things for one day only will be like really, really affordable. So you just get all these floods of people in shopping centers just going crazy. But it's more of a religious thing, I think, back home. Not that I'm super, super religious. But yeah, are you doing anything for Christmas, Tassos? I guess it's weird to talk about it in September, isn't it? It's really weird to talk about it. We haven't had Halloween yet. I guess lots of people absolutely love Halloween. Okay, so that's kind of like a very neutral brown. And the reason I'm staying so neutral is because that red is just going to, when we see it, it's really going to be kind of the finishing, a bit like when we did the Selena Gomez look. The lips were kind of what we really looked at. And that's why I went a little bit lighter with the blush, because I didn't want everything to take over, basically. What I'm going to do now is go in with, this is called Press Pause. And we're just going to go into the inner corners of the eye. But I'm really happy, Kaya, that your sleepover went well. What kind of, you said you were going to play tag, was it? You were going to play tag? That's quite good. Thank you for the love hearts, guys. Okay. But there's a lot of kind of holidays over here that we wouldn't celebrate, that they celebrate over here. Oh, you won it. Wow, amazing. Did they do prizes just because it was a sleepover, or sometimes they do prizes, don't they? They have something over here called Girl Guides. I think it's like brownies, but it's for like as you get older. And they do like they go away on trips, they go camping, you know, they do a lot of things. Um, so again, just going on the inner corners. That's okay. At least you won it. That's good, isn't it? It's good to remember that you won it. So now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of a shimmer here. This is called Boop. They do have some odd names, but this it smells like chocolate. It's making me hungry, but I do not eat after a certain time of night. Um, so this one right here, we're just going to go in. Going to just brighten it up a little. See how the difference it makes. So, which one did I go in with? Yeah, this one. That's great that you won, Kaya. That's amazing. Yeah, so now in that skincare course, I'm getting used to homework and assignments again. A long time since I had an assignment to do. Um, I'm just going to take some water, guys. Okay. Um, yeah, it's always nice to have a sleepover, I think. So what I'm going to do is go in with this one that has the bear on it, and that is called Sharing is Caring. And we're going to kind of go on the outer lid with that. So again, using the fluffy brush, and I'm just going to show you in case you have the palette and you're wondering what one I'm using. This is Sharing is Caring, and I'm going to bring that to the end and bring it up like that. So you can certainly see the autumn vibes in this eye look, definitely coming into autumn. So I still want to keep that nice glowiness, but certainly you can see why I didn't go strong on the blush, because the eyes are really going to be, you know, the focal point. We're going to bring that down like a liner as well. So, and then we're going to pop on that lipstick. So this wouldn't be something I'd wear to work, but certainly if I was going out to meet friends or whatever, or meet Sophie, you know, if we were going out, kind of out, not just, you know, the day. But where you live, Kaya, is there things to do on weekends? Do you, you know, to meet your friends, would there be things you could do, like go to the mall or the cinema, movies? My mum said, "Don't watch the new Bridget Jones, Kira, because I want to watch it with you when you come over." So I didn't know that, and I kind of watched it already, but I know she's not going to see this. But she really loves Bridget Jones, so I have the movie for her, but we're not going to, you know. Okay. So what we're going to do is just bring a little bit more of a medium toned brown, and we're going to use a placement brush and just bring it into the inner corners. We're going to keep the outer corners, sorry, because we're going to keep that inner corner really bright because we don't want it to drag down the face. No, I don't, but you can. My mom used to drop me off at the mall and then collect me, and then me and my friends might go to the cinema and that. But I know what you mean. It's kind of what you're interested in, isn't it? And what you've got time to do, you know, if you've got homework and things. I know at that age I had so much homework from school, so I understand it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with, this is called Lace Teddy here, and we're going to just go to the, I'm going to find my placement brush actually, my Morphe placement brush. Okay. Oh, guys, I did wash all these, and then I think because they've all been muddled in the one thing, I'm going to take some water. But I'm so glad you guys are on and that, you know, we're all chatting. I always look forward to new people too, absolutely. But it's great to kind of meet people that we get to all chat. Um, when I was in England, they forced me to watch a lot of Colin Firth movies. My mum loves Colin Firth. Oh my goodness. So I have PTSD. I think I saw him in, is it Emma? Or it was a really like, it was a period drama or some sort of really, and he was like a young, I don't know, lord or knight or something. Yeah, I saw him when he was really young. And then he was in Mamma Mia. He was one of the dads in Mamma Mia, which was really weird. Um, but yeah, I've seen him in a few things, not too much. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, he's my mum. My mum likes him and Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan is Irish. He's from Navan. So yeah, but I'm gonna get my little yeah, Colin Firth. I get that. Yeah, for sure. I get that. Um, he's loved over here. He's loved over here. Um, okay. Or something that me and my mum used to watch, and she wants to watch again with me, is the Gilmore Girls. That's on Netflix now, but we used to watch it a lot when I was little. So okay, okay. He was in The King and I. He played a true story, The King and I, who he had the king had a stutter, and they came and a specialist came in and he played that. That was quite good. Tassos, I don't like him too much, especially when he puts on his fake John Lennon voice. It pisses me off. Pierce Brosnan is a great actor. I've never he puts on a John Lennon voice. Or oh, I've never seen that. Was that like one that he did a film about John Lennon? Hi, Izzy Fizzy. It's probably coming up to about 8 o'clock. I don't have my watch has died and I can't see on this. I started at 7 UK time, so I imagine it's close to 8 o'clock. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, Colin Firth. You know, you have to. He's not somebody I would actually go and watch a film with for but yeah, Pierce Brosnan is he's so funny because he was in Mamma Mia. He was given the choice to have a voiceover to sing because they realized he was a really good actor, but he wasn't the best at singing. And he refused. He said, "No, I'll sing." And if you watch Mamma Mia, the first one when he sings, it's just I think he should have got a voice actor. He's a really good actor, but singing, possibly not. Meryl Streep was really good, but yeah, I do like some actors from the UK. What's that one from the X Files? She's Gillian Anderson. She's from the UK, and I thought she was American, but she was in something quite recently. And I do like her. I used to watch the X Files when I was little. Um, she's nice. I don't know what she's in a series now. I think on Netflix. But Kaya, is there anything you like to watch on TV? Okay, so you can see I've just brought it into and it's kind of definitely autumnal. We don't want to go too bright and summery like we were, but again, we've got the brightness coming into the inner corners, so you're not really looking too dark. And again, I'm not going overboard with the deeper colors because that red is definitely going to change up this, the scene on that, definitely. I'm not going to go again in with any other colors in terms of eyeshadow, but guys, if you're looking for a really versatile eyeshadow palette that has really matte browns, nothing over the top, but then has some shimmers for other times as well, the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette is really good. So there's certain things you could even just do something like this and have a nice like small smoky eye, very gentle if you were going out or you just wanted to kind of experiment. And you could, there's some things here too. I know they look smaller in the pan, but actually a little, as you can see, goes a long way. So that's kind of, where we're at right now. And again, because the lipstick is going to be so red, um, oh, we said that, Kaya, the rookie. Yes, I remember. Yeah, I haven't got the new series yet. I'm waiting for the new series. Jayesh, hi, Izzy Fizzy. Um, Rushika, damn, you have been streaming for an hour. I love your makeup. Thank you. Tassos, my mom wouldn't let me watch X Files. She was overreacting. It wasn't too scary, but I remember Hercules and Xena. Yeah, Xena the Princess Warrior. Um, Yeah, the rookie. We haven't. I'm waiting, Kaya. That's one of my favorites, honestly. And I'm still waiting for the next series to start over here. I think other countries get it before we do. We're in the UK. I think we don't get it as quick as everybody else. Jayash, will you be my girlfriend? My name is Ray. Okay, okay. No, but yeah, the X Files. I think I started to watch it when I was a little bit older, and my mum wouldn't let. I know what you mean. Maybe it was an overreaction at the time, but I think it was one of the first series that ever kind of looked at that kind of stuff. So no, I know what you mean. I'm gonna take some more water. Jayesh Garg, hi Rushika. Okay. But I have to say, Blenheim Palace yesterday was beautiful. Um, Nothing too, we didn't do anything kind of. We went for lunch, me and Sophie, my friend, and then we decided it was such a nice day. We just thought we'd walk into the grounds of the palace, um, and look at the pictures on Instagram. I might put some more up. But these were these Canadian geese, and they were about to fly away. The guy who looks after them in the palace said they're actually not going to be here for very much longer. They come here and then they fly back to Canada in a couple of weeks' time. And there was so many. I think I put them on there was like, there must have been 20 or 30 surrounding me. It was just like, oh my god, but they were really nice. I thought, oh my god, Sophie, they're going to come up to us, but she said no, just just walk by, they'll be absolutely fine. But it was amazing, guys. It was absolutely, if you're ever in the UK in Oxford, which is probably very rare, but remember the name Blenheim Palace, because it's just a beautiful place to walk around, just in nature. You're still quite close to everything, but it's huge grounds. The grounds are absolutely huge. I'll pop up some more pictures, or if you're on my Instagram, definitely take a look. But it was just really peaceful and calm. It was lovely. Rashika Madden, I subbed. Thank you. Kaya, I only have 5 of the rookie. I think rookie, sorry, not rookie. I think we have 7, so maybe you'll get the other 2 soon. And I think in America, I followed Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she put up series 9. I was like, whoa, they're way ahead. Jayash, where are you from? I'm from Ireland. Rashika, you can see the rookie on Google. I'm not sure if you have to pay for that though, because I know sometimes YouTube has it too, but I'm not sure. And Amazon, I'm not sure if you have to pay for that. So I'm just waiting kind of for Sky, which is Sky Atlantic is what it was, the channel it was on over here. But Rookie is really good. Okay, so let's look for the mascara. I like documentaries as well. I like to watch documentaries, different ones. I always keep an eye on kind of what's out there. Just going to take some water. I'm going to just do some hydrating of the lips. This is the Revolution Hydrating Lip Oil. But getting back into studying again is really definitely taking a lot. The assignments. Okay, Kaya. Rashika, Summer I Turn Pretty. I saw that on Netflix, but I haven't I haven't seen it. I saw the little kind of intro. That looks good. That looks really good actually. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. My mum was saying The Resident is quite good on Netflix. But I'm not sure what that's about. I presume maybe a hospital, a resident in a hospital. I should have asked her a bit more, but she said she was looking at that. Escapism, guys, escapism. That's what it is. But also, I just find it really interesting. I always wonder what people would have done if they could redo their career again. What would you be if you could redo and choose your career one more time? What would you actually do? I think if I was able to put up with Rashika, thank you for joining us. It's 12:30 at night your time and you have school tomorrow. I love your makeup. Bye. Thank you, Rashika, for joining. It was really, really good to see you. I'm actually almost finished, but I do stop throughout to chat to you guys, so that probably makes it a bit longer. But I really appreciate you being here today and subbing. And I hope you have a good sleep. This is why I kind of started at 7, guys, because I know a lot of you, you're probably a couple of hours ahead of me, so I do understand that. But yeah, I love, I must look at The Resident. So mum said, think of The Resident. Summer I Turn Pretty. I'll definitely remember that because I did see it on Netflix. And I watch a lot of like crime documentaries, but that's just me. That's my interest in the forensic side of things. Or I really like when, they open up a cold case again and they start to, they find new evidence. I'm into stuff like that. But yeah, I always wonder, like, if you could, this is a question to people, like, if you could redo your career once or choose your career, like, what would you do? What would it be? Okay, that's just going to set and moisturize while we do our mascara, just because this is a lip liqueur, and if you're wondering what's a lip liqueur, it's in between a lipstick and like a lip gloss. And the problem with that sometimes can be it can dry really quick. So it's beautiful, but if you don't take care of your lips, just like you don't take care of your skin, it is going to dry and then it's going to just get a bit patchy. So this is from DJS Beauty. They're a smaller company in America. They are getting really popular now. And this is Scarlet. So again, autumn kind of vibes. I'm trying to keep up with the summer top, but I have to get all my autumn stuff out now. Um, Again, summer when you're in support work, it's kind of sometimes it's casual but formal casual. You can't really go in with anything too kind of you know over the top. But I'm just gonna double check the comments because I have been doing that throughout just to make sure that everyone is able to, because we had some issues earlier. Um, okay, yeah, it says welcome back to live chat. Yeah, so it must have gone for a second. It's really weird. Excuse me, it's really weird that it does that. But yeah, Tassos, it's great to see you. Kaya, it's really good to see you. Yeah, it's great. I love when you're chatting to you guys. Um, so I'm just going to kind of pop a little bit more of that blush on just to kind of, because with this blush, as you can see, it's more of a highlighter. So it does actually just freshen. It doesn't look too kind of deep. So that's what I've done in that. We're going to do the mascara now. So this is the, I've got to ask you, Tassos, how work has been. How's your work been? For me, we have replaced somebody that's left, but now we're all trying to see what kind of time suits her so that we can all get back into our routine of our normal shifts. So we're starting to get less busy, but it's still kind of intense. So yeah, but the days are definitely, uh, the days are still definitely very long. Kimberly Skin, I am new here. What series were you recommending? I just connected. Hi, Kimberly. It's really good to see you here. And my name is Kira. I do makeup tutorials, but outside of this, I'm a support worker. What we've been looking at, just chatting about, is somebody recommended The Summer I Turned Pretty on Netflix. And then before that, we're all waiting for the new series of The Rookie to. There's another one that I find quite interesting, and other Kaya was saying, who comes on here, that she's interested in. So am I. But someone did recommend, it's on Netflix, The Summer I Turned Pretty. So apparently that's really good. But I've only seen the intro, but I haven't seen like an episode or anything like that. So yeah, thank you for joining, Kimberly. Um, so I'm just going to use the Rimmel Scandalise Wow Wings, and it's been around for a while. It's not anything new, but it's really good. I like the brush is quite good. But yeah, I've heard The Summer I Turned Pretty. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kimberly. I'm glad that you're here too. Outside of this, I do support work, so I love coming on and doing makeup. But I'm a support worker for autistic and Down syndrome young adults, so I do that too. But yeah, um, it's weird. We were talking about Christmas earlier, and I was just flicking through the channels the other day, and an ad for like Christmas toys came up, and it was crazy. We haven't even had Halloween. How do people feel about Halloween? You've got some people are a bit mixed about Halloween. Some people like it, some people don't. Um, but thank you, Kimberly. It's great to have new people here and meet new people. And Tassos and Kaya, I really appreciate you coming on and chatting to you, finding out how your day is too. I like to find out how you guys are as well. My mum always said if she could redo her career, she'd love to do nursing, but she never got a chance to study it. But that's something she'd love to do. I think for me, what I would absolutely love to do would be like something in forensics or something like that, where they discover new kind of technology and things like that so that they can solve cases, and I always find those things really interesting. Hi Rumpelstiltskin, how are you? How's your day been? Kimberly, I love the idea of dressing up and being creative, but I don't like the spooky side of it. I love true crime and forensics like you. I do too. I love the true crime and forensic side of things. Um, I like the idea of the dressing up, but I like, this I agree, the kind of scary side of things can be a little bit. I remember I remember kind of as a kid when you used to go trick or treating and then like you'd hear all the fireworks go off and you I would always shudder, or if I saw like a kid that was dressed up in something that scared me, I'd just kind of be taken back a bit. So yeah, I understand that. I like the celebration side of it, but then I know I understand that there is kind of a scary side to it. Kaya, you're back. That's great. Rumpelstiltskin, forensics. I would love to draw the body outline on a crime scene. Okay. Yeah, so you'd be like the pathology side of things. But yeah, I love kind of being creative too. But I think if I could go back, I'd do something like in forensics or crime or things like that. I think Tassos is still here. Yes, he is. Rumpelstiltskin just said hello, Tassos, to you, and Kaya as well. But yeah, I know I'd love to kind of be in that kind of side of things. I watch a lot of Law and Order, SVU, and Law and Order, just the normal Law and Order. Tassos, how has your sleep been in the last couple of days? Kind of, I wake up and go back asleep and wake up and go back asleep, so it's not amazing. And then the days that I do go to work, it's really hard to get out of bed. And then the days that I sleep in on the days I don't have work. But I think I got a lot of vitamins. So I went onto Amazon and I got iron. One of my friends was saying turmeric is really good. I got some vitamin C. It's called NutriGeek, NutriGeek, like as in a geek, but NutriGeek. And they do like iron supplements. And if you pay like £7 or £8, you get like 365 for the whole day of the year, every day of the year. So I got iron, turmeric, vitamin C, B12, stuff like that to see if it'll help, me. But yeah, hopefully, it starts to calm down and work now that we've got somebody, and my health gets a bit better. My friend Sophie, I don't think has ever been on a plane before, and her dad and her are going to Vienna in a week. So she went to the GP to get some sleeping pills. So we'll see how that goes because she's so nervous to fly. I don't think she has flown actually, no, because for when she was a student she flown, but it's been a long time since she's been on a plane, guys, a very long time. So she went to the doctor and they kind of prescribed sleeping pills. So I don't know how that's going to go. She'll have her dad with her, which is good. But flying, I think, even though I've flown for so long, you do get a bit nervous. I think for me, it's as you take off and as you land. I don't know why. That for me is the big, But and so it's been at least I think 10 years since she's flown, and I guess because my family, I'm in a different country, I take it for granted when I fly. I don't, I get used to it. But then I still get nervous. I still definitely get nervous. But I said to her, don't worry, the air hostesses, the staff are probably trained and all that kind of thing. They're trained to kind of know when customers might be stressed, you know. At Sam didn't show up yet. No, not yet. um, not sure. Again, Mondays seem to be super busy. I know it's a Sunday and a lot of people are getting ready for school and work. So I really appreciate you guys coming on, but Mondays seem to be a lot busier. So I get that. I understand that. Um I have to make dinner after this. I'm a bit late making dinner, but because I'm not working tomorrow, I'm purposely going to stay up a little bit later so I don't go straight to bed after I've had dinner. Um But Kaya, how is school and your subjects going? How is the study side of things going for you? Okay, so we're sort of, guys, sort of nearly finished. That's good, Kaya. I'm glad. It's always important just to have time for yourself and space out that studied. Okay, I think because it's not a super strong eyeshadow, this amount of mascara is probably fine. Again, if you're not somebody who has an issue with false lashes, I kind of just get an allergic reaction. You could definitely put those on. So, Tassos, what if you stayed a bit longer tonight? I'd just be chatting to the camera, wouldn't I? Kaya turned the caps lock off finally. Oh, Kaya, are you having your lemonade today? Are you having that lemonade? If you guys want me to stay on a little bit longer, that's fine. I just thought I'd go a little bit earlier so that you guys have time because you go to work and school quite early. So that's it, guys. You maybe it'll show up in the photos a bit better. When I look in the mirror, it's definitely showing up, but I can, here it's kind of showing here, but it definitely is way more noticeable in the camera, which is or in the mirror, which is quite strange. So what we're going to do is go ahead with this lip color. Now I've gone out and gotten a separate lip applicator only because it's very, very strong and I want to be really careful about where I place it. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about something, I can stay on for a bit. That's absolutely fine. Otherwise, I'm definitely back on tomorrow. But Tassos, yeah, it's good to have you here. I'm just going to take some water because I've got the window closed because you can definitely hear everything when I have it open. So, oh, nice, Kai, you've got the lemonade. It sounds amazing. Oh, okay. It is hot, guys. Oh my God. But the thing is, even if I open the window, I don't think because it's been so humid today that it would make much of a difference. But it's hot. Tassos, you had to, didn't you? What's that about? Tell me what that means. What I'm going to do is just pop things back while I talk to you guys. Let me just. I need to get new storage for everything, basically. Tassos, which one are you referring to, Rumpel? Kimberly, do you have to go to work after this? No, it's, I think, probably 8 o'clock UK time. So no, I'm not at night. So no, I won't be going to work after this. But I do, on my work days, I sometimes have night shifts and day shifts because I'm a support worker. So I go to their house and we all kind of take turns kind of either night or day, to be with them. At Tassos, he had to say that Kaya turned off caps. Now she's turned it back on. I don't mind. I don't mind. Kimberly. Oh, sorry, I'm in the US. Oh, amazing. Where are you? Where in the US are you? Okay, guys. So after this water, I am going to use that applicator because it is very, very strong. But definitely check out DJS Beauty, guys. Definitely check them out. They do eyeshadow palettes, they do foundations. I think she's relatively new, but she's quite good. They're on Facebook a lot, and they kind of show you like a tutorial. So I got this and I got the mascara, or not the mascara, sorry, the face brush. Kaya, I got new pearls for bracelets. Do you mean for a bracelet? A hand bracelet or braces? Okay. What I'm going to do is just open. I forgot the setting spray, but I'm not going out, am I, tonight? So that's fine. It's not like I have to worry about it. But one thing I will just kind of tell you about is Revolution's Matte Fix, and it's their all control fixing spray. So you can, in the summer I was using a lot of dewy setting sprays, but in the autumn and winter I prefer kind of maybe a matte kind of look. I think in autumn I don't want to be too dewy, and this is the Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. So that's really good. Actually, I'll put it on for you so you can see. I'm in California. It's 12 p.m. here. Oh, wow. Well, I don't want to keep you guys up. I am interested in that lip product. Yeah, DJS Beauty. I'll just show you the logo. So DJS, if you look them up, they are American. They're an American company. And they don't just do these, they do the eyeshadow palettes are amazing. But if I was to get an eyeshadow, even the packaging was quite expensive on this, but it goes by size. Their eyeshadow palettes are huge. So if I had I think the shipping cost for me to get it, um the shipping cost would have been like another extra $20. So, and the palettes on top of that. So maybe at some point I'll get them, but if you can get them, you wouldn't have to pay shipping. So definitely do take a look at DJS Beauty. So I'm going to just open this up. Tassa, Sophie is a good and supportive friend. Yes, she is. She absolutely is. She's come through a lot herself. I was there quite a lot with her 2 years ago now. I think she had breast cancer. So that was kind of a big thing for all of us and for her, obviously, but she's coming through the other end. But no, we've been friends for maybe 8 years now. So no, it's been good. She's a good friend, but we don't get to see each other a lot. We used to see each other in work. We used to work together, so we saw each other every day. Um, but we still see each other quite regularly. But she's trying to get back into teaching now and working with young children with with mental health issues and things like that. So yeah, no, we're quite good friends. And where I live now, we're very much closer to each other as well. Rumpelstiltskin, do you get Lakme brand products there? I don't think so. Not that I've heard of. So I'm going to start using this lip color now. So it does come with its own applicator, but because it's so strong and I've used it before, that's why I moisturize the lips with my Revolution lip oil. And now I'm going to just get one of these very careful applicators. Going to use a smaller mirror, and I'm going to look down, and we're going to just put this on really carefully. The one time I'm not chatting, guys. Okay, because it is really, really strong. You can see, guys. Now, the last time I didn't put on any lip balm or like moisturizer underneath, and you could tell it was starting to dry. So, always kind of just like you do your skincare before foundation, I would recommend just putting on maybe Vaseline. It doesn't have to be a lip oil like me. Something, particularly with something like a liqueur, is what they call it, like in between a lipstick and like a lip stain. You don't want it to kind of get too kind of cracked or chipped. Um, um, Lakme not in the US as far as I know. What are they? What kind of brand are they? What do they do? Tassos, we don't mind you talking our ears out, don't worry. I sometimes feel bad. That's why I catch up on the comments. Sorry, guys. Uh, Rumpelstiltskin, oh cool. It's a huge brand here, started by one of the wives of Tata Group. I don't know. I don't know that. Never heard of that. So you can see, guys, I didn't even need to go back in. This is all that I put on, and you can see kind of the result I'm getting. Um, Now, of course, guys, you don't have to get this red. This is called Scarlet. They've got really neutral browns, pinks. You don't have to go for this, but I just wanted to try it out. So if you look at djsbeauty.com, that's where you'll find all of the kind of products. Okay. And this is why I use that, because you can see, guys, just connecting it right here. Looks a bit Christmassy. Mm. I can't wait for Christmas. I know a lot of people don't like Christmas, but I don't know what it is. I love it. Okay, so that's kind of what you get. And what I will say from experience is it lasts for about 8 to 9 hours, just so you know. Okay, so that'll obviously be a disposable I'll put away. Um, this is what it obviously came in. This is the applicator you get. So I'll also swatch it for you. And that's what you get. And Tassel's okay, I'll get another colour. Rumpelstiltskin Tata Group, which owns Taj Hotels, Jaguar, Range Rover, Software, Tetley Tea, Cora Steel. Oh, wow. Be right back. Okay, we're kind of coming to the end, guys. Kimberly, very pretty. Yeah, absolutely. And you can look at their eyeshadow palettes, Kimberly, because if you're in California, you won't have to pay for the postage. Like, because I'm in the UK, they went by size, so obviously this was quite small. But if I had the eyeshadow palettes, which look amazing, I think it would have cost a lot more. Maybe at some point I will, but the palettes look amazing, and they obviously do like concealers, foundations. Um, so that's kind of what we're looking at. And you can see the matte setting spray didn't, when we've been using that e.l.f. dewy setting spray, it is perfect. It is perfect for the summer, but I think we tried it on the last live, and because I was going for a more autumnal look, I just felt like so dewy, kind of is very spring summer. So the matte, as you can see, it hasn't really changed how anything looks, but it's certainly kind of, it will keep the makeup on. And I'll just show you the eyeshadow palette that I used in case you're kind of coming in towards the end. It was the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette, which is one of the smaller ones, but it's quite good. I'll just show you the colors. It's got a full length mirror, and the pictures will be up in the posts. So you've got two color stories here, guys. You've got kind of the really pinkish reds with the shimmers, and you've got the gold and browns, which we've used today. Now you could certainly go deeper, and you could certainly put lashes on. I have an allergic reaction to lashes. Um, and I have Tassos. Kira, your live streams warm my heart. It gets a bit cold in the everyday life. Oh, Tassos, thank you. You're so sweet. It does, doesn't it? I find that too. Everyday life can get a bit cold, and particularly if you're kind of, you know, stressed in your job, like I can be, like all of us, a lot of us can be probably, even in school, people can get stressed in school. It's nice to kind of find something that you can just kind of go to, isn't it? So that's really good. I'm glad, Tassos. I'm glad that you like checking out the lives and things like that. So you've got that. Now this, guys, when it first came out, was quite expensive, but now I think you can get it a lot cheaper. It does smell like chocolate too. But Tassos, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It is great to kind of get to know you guys a bit more as well, and it is a clasp too, guys, so it's very travel friendly. So if you heard that, it just you just clasps closed straight away, which sometimes the really good eyeshadow palettes, the packaging can sometimes let them down. So that's it, guys, really travel friendly. So I'll just show you this just in case you're looking at how you can find it. That's what it looks like. And then you've got the colors on the other end. They name the colors as well. Rumpelstiltskin, I'm back, a bit hectic lately. Sorry, that's okay. I think everyone's finding it a bit hectic. You guys, I really do enjoy kind of, chatting to you. Kimberly, it's great that I've been able to help you and recommend. And I mean, a lot of people might not like this color. It might be too much. I kind of wanted to do an autumnal kind of medium brown with a red, very gentle kind of blush. But I get that, it's quite a high, it looks like a fire truck red. I get that. It's not every day. It's not for every day, is it? But yes, this is the look, guys. I came on a bit early today. We're only on an hour and a half. Um, but I feel like I've gotten through the makeup quite quickly, haven't I? Rumpelstiltskin, it's a pretty slick, that box. I mean, it's perfect for travel. I mean, if you look at it, it's sturdy too. So not that I'm doing ASMR, that thing, oh my God, it's just to show you kind of, it's quite, if you were to pack that away, you wouldn't have to worry if it's like in a, it kind of gets in a, in your case, even if it does get moved around, it's not going to nothing's going to kind of happen to it. Kimberly, thank you so much. Thank you. So refreshing to find your community. It's welcome. That's what you're making me laugh, because you know that I can't stand ASMR. Oh my God, I think we had a whole conversation about that. I don't get it. I don't get the kind of, ASMR, basically, if everyone's on and doesn't realize, I'm sure you all know, but it's like when somebody comes on with a product and it's very much like on the sound of things, or they'll whisper, or things like that. I don't get it. My friend, sent me something to kind of relax, and she said, "Oh, it's really good for anxiety." And this person was whispering and saying, "I'm brushing your hair now," and yeah, it's not really for me anyway. I know it might help a lot of people, but all this kind of tapping and stuff, just ooh, even that just makes me a little bit, I don't know, just makes me shake a bit. Kimberly, ASMR gives me anxiety. Yeah, me too. It's just like, and I see a lot of people like just do it because it's a trend. So, like, I know a lot of people. I don't know them, but I follow them on YouTube, and they never have done anxiety. They've never done anxiety. They've never done ASMR in their life, and they'll just start with an Elf product, going, "This is the new Elf eyeshadow," and you're like, "What are you doing? Oh my god, what are you doing?" Oh my god. Or they'll say, here's the mascara, and they'll just do this and not talk. I'm like, oh, even that. I have to stop because I'm going to give myself. Oh, I have to stop. um, yeah, Kimberly gives me anxiety. Tass also gives you anxiety. Yeah, it does. Rumpelstiltskin. Oh yeah, I'm still working on an anti-ASMR campaign. But like, who? You have to think about, guys, who actually thought of that? Whispering into a camera and like all these sounds. Who thought of that? Seriously. Anyway, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. I think we're all kind of on the same page. Um, Tassos, there are sounds that in the right moment will relax you, but what these people do with the microphone isn't it? Yeah, and they even touch the microphone and start like doing this, and yeah. There's one that she's like an air hostess and just shows you to your seat. I don't get it. I don't understand. There's one I can't remember, but she's an air hostess and talks to you about what food is on the flight, and I'm like, what is happening, guys? What's going on? Like that you're pretending you're on a plane. Yeah, I'm sure there is obviously like a niche out there for it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so popular. But I just don't get it. If you like it, okay, that's fine. But if you're looking at this, but it's just not for me. I guess it's not for me. Um, Kimberly, ASMR makes me so uneasy. Yeah, it is uncomfortable, isn't it? Yeah, I feel Kimberly's uncomfortable. I know some sounds can relax some people. Like there are some things that, relax people absolutely. Um, Maybe they took it too far, or it just isn't for some of us. And there must be, because it's so popular, like Kimberly, there must be people that really, really like it. But I think sometimes it gets way too far, like an air hostess showing you to your seat, or you're coming in. There was one that was a work interview. I mean, and they're like, oh, they've got the CV and they're writing, so tell me your experience, and the sound of the pens. I don't know. I don't know. Rumpelstiltskin. I will give them sounds that reach your bones, like for example, grinding sand with teeth. I have a thing with eating, guys. If I'm with my friends or something and it's really loud, or even in work and somebody's eating lunch, I know it sounds so antisocial and I hate it to say this, but like the loud sounds that people make when they're eating, or like when they're cutting meat on a plate, that kind of thing for me. But then that makes me sound antisocial and like that I don't want to have dinner with people. I do. It's just the sound. Yeah. It's not all the time. It's just certain sounds get me a little bit, you know. Yeah. It just gets me too, ooh, I just want to run. Tassos, or when they do the disgusting mouth sounds. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, the chewing. Yeah, absolutely. Rumpelstiltskin, I take it like this. If everyone was the same, then the world would be less colorful play. Exactly. That is true. If we didn't have these things to kind of make us laugh and things like that, we wouldn't. But yeah. Absolutely. Kimberly, my sister hated the chewing sounds. I only like those sounds when it's dogs eating. Yeah, like if it's an animal or something like that, you can kind of get it. Can you? It's weird. I feel the same. If it was like my dog, or I used to hate snoring, but my dog used to sit on my bed, and she would snore, and like for some reason it didn't bother me. But yeah, if yeah, kind of weird things like that. Tassos, yes, and cats screaming. Yeah, we were saying that the other night, weren't we? Yeah. So this is the look, guys. lighting is a bit better today. I am looking for if anybody has any suggestions on a new light setup because I'm not 100% on this right now. Um, it's not kind of showing. It's not showing, I think, because when I go off the live and I just turn the light on, it just looks a little bit more in the photos. It just seems to like the makeup really seems to kind of show what it does. So yeah, I am going to have a look. Anytime you go on TikTok, there's always people that get paid commission. So so that they are, that they're kind of doing it to get commission. So like I understand that, but I want like a light that's going to actually reflect, the reality of what the makeup looks like, because I can see now in the mirror, and what I'm looking at now is super different. So yeah, and so I will take pictures afterwards like I usually do in the post section. um Tassel stunning. Oh, thank you, thank you, Kimberly, your top is so pretty. Oh, thank you. It's from Next, which is a shop in the UK, um but it's from the spring selection, so I think I'm going to have to let go the fact that we're in September and it's autumn, and start to get all like the cardigans and jumpers out, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'll probably have to because it gets really cold in the UK. It gets really, really cold here. So yes, guys, this is kind of the finished look. I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate new people too. Obviously, there will always be posts in the section which seems to show the kind of makeup a bit better. If you do have any suggestions for lighting, definitely let me know. I think I am going to have to look. Maybe Amazon or something. Newer are supposed to be good. That brand Newer, Neewer. So I'll have a look there. But yeah, it's definitely, I'm feeling lately that I've noticed the lighting definitely is not the best. So that is really going to be something I improve on this week and next week. Hopefully the delivery doesn't take too much time. But yes, guys, there's going to be a longer form content video. NYX, I think it's called the smudgy lipsticks are being sent to me. So they're going to be, there's going to be a longer form content on that. And then I am also on again tomorrow at 7 o'clock UK time. Kaya, it's great. I hope you're still on. You're always welcome to comment. Um, and it's great to see you guys. Tassos, thank you for being on tonight as well. You guys are always welcome here. And again, I always I always really do appreciate, you guys coming on. Good night, O'Gorman. It's so funny. My uncle used to say that to me when I was cheeky, when I was little. He used to say, O'Gorman, you can't get away with that if I was doing something. It's funny you said that, Tassos. Kimberly, Rumpel, and of course Kaya. Yes, Kaya, I hope you have a really good day in school tomorrow. I hope everybody else has a good day in work or whatever you're doing. And I do appreciate kind of the new people coming on too. I am definitely going to look at lighting, guys, because actually the more I say it, it seems to just be, very obvious to me. So I do appreciate you all, guys. Good night to everyone. Again, thank you all for coming on. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, at 7 o'clock UK time. And the pictures will be in the post section. And take care. Bye, guys.